I'm going to make a spring showers, bring May flowers wreath today. This is a 12-inch sign, metal sign that I got on Craft Outlet. And then we're going to use an 18-inch wreath form that I got at the dollar store. We're going to use 2 different types of mesh today with this one. And these I also got at Craft Outlet. We have a fabric mesh and then we have a poly Deco mesh. And I'm going to cut those at 25 inches. And then also from Craft Outlet, we have 4 different types of ribbon. So we have the green I'm going to use with the flowers and flowering cans. And then the rain boots with the yellow. So that's what we're going to use for them. And I have these gorgeous flowers. They're just so pretty and they're so spring. Love them. So you can use any kind of flowers in yours that you like. And so we're going to start by cutting our mesh. And I'm going to use a rotary cutter. And I'm just going to measure out the Deco mesh to cut 25 inches in length. And I'm using the 10-inch width Deco mesh. And I'm just going to cut a straight line at the end, just so it has a clear or a nice clean edge. All right, just going to put something down to weigh it, hold it in place. And I'm going to cut down 25 inches. All right, so we have the white on top of the pink and white checker, like plaid. I would say plaid. Let's call it plaid. All right. So I'm going to cut, I'm going to have probably 18 ties on my wreath form. So I'm going to put one in every other. So I'm going to do 9. So that's 2. That's 2. 3. It is so nice today here in Jersey. It is a beautiful day outside. I was out all morning. Then I decided I wanted to have some fun and make a video. So here I am down in my basement with you, making a video. Okay, this is my happy place. So I have 3, 4, and I'm just using a self-healing pad under here, or, you know, for my workspace. That way you can use a rotary cutter on it. And you don't have to worry about, you know, cutting your surface. So it's always nice to have if you're a beginner. Okay, let's see. 25. Kind of lost count here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Thanks for returning back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Nicole Gonzalez with Mom's Door Decor. Okay, so we have all of our Deco mesh cut, and I'm just going to show you how we attach the ties. Okay. And I also got these from Craft Outlet. They're the twist ties. Okay. So I'm just going to attach for the first 2 rows here. I'm going to put that around, and I'm just going to tighten it by twisting a couple times around, but I want to twist the actual frame. That way it gets really nice and tight. And then it's going to look like that. Okay. And then the way I measure is I go here. But I usually will just do it that way, but I'm going to do it on, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. Okay, we'll probably have 16 ties, even though we cut 18 pieces. But we can always add a couple more ties someplace if we have a bare spot. So I always like to have a couple extra cuts on this size of a wreath form, because it's a larger size that I usually do. But since the sign was such a large sign, I figured I needed a larger wreath there. Okay. We add up a couple twists. Just kind of hold it with one hand and twist with the other. And then I'm just going to push them all inward, because I usually like to start on the outer part of the wreath when I'm attaching my mesh. So I like to have all of my ties pushed on the inside like this. There you go. It just keeps them out of the way. There we go. So if you'd like to comment in the comment section and leave me your email address, and I can add you to my email list. I do own my own small business, which is called Mom's Door Decor, and I can add you to the email list so that you can get special sales when I run them on my Etsy shop. Oh. And also in the comments, if you'd like to let me know where you're from, I always like to meet new people. So that's a plus about having a YouTube channel. So I'm new to YouTube. I'd like to get a, little wreath making family going on here. So there's my first, the inside rail here, the first 2. So I'm going to start on the outer. And I'm going to place it in between. So I have one on each side. I'm just going to put it in between, wrap it around the outer 2 bars, and then twist. Okay. And then these you can leave open because we're going to start on this row. Okay. Oh, I might not have enough. Let's see. I hope I do. I know I have more twists over there. They may not be white, but we'll make it work. That one's not quite tight enough. Let's see. Try that again. Let's see. How many more do I need? 1, 2, 3. It looks like it's going to be the blue because I have 3 blues. And that's how I've decided. Need 3. I have 3 blue. And we're just going to just use these. And in a way, if you want to cover, you know, the fact that you have these different color ties in, you can pick this area to put your sign, or in this case, we're going to put the sign probably smack dab in the middle since it's so large. But you can put your bow here, or, you know, you can cut off the edges, the ends, so you don't see them. There's different ways. Okay, so we're going to put this aside for now, and because we're going to go ahead and work on the mesh. So we're just going to try not to let the mesh fall, and keep that on the side. It doesn't matter which one you start with. We'll just start with the white. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll the ends, and then we're going to do a ruffle. Some people call it the Woodland Ruffle. So we're just going to go ahead and put something on the end to hold the mesh there. And we're just going to roll the ends 1, 2 times, okay? And then we're going to go ahead we're going to roll the ends twice. So we're going to start 1, 2, get like a chip clip, hold the end there. Then we're going to turn it around, do a 1 and a 2. And then we're just going to do a ruffle all the way up until we have, cute, right? Okay, so then we're going to have something like that, and then we're just going to put it right here in one of our open ties and tie it on there just once around. Okay. And then we're going to do the same method with all of the pieces of mesh. We're going to alternate, okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, clip, 1, 2. Straight up the middle, and then pinch in the middle like that. Cute. And then put it in the next tie. So we might have to add, looks like we're going to have to maybe add some more mesh to it. We'll see how full it is at the end, but it's such a large frame that we might have to add a few more pieces, which that's no biggie. And I'll show you how to do that at the end. Okay. And then I forgot to do the roll at the end. I went ahead of myself just a tad. That's okay. Let's see if I can. So, go 1, 2. Huh. So I like this method. It's so pretty. You know, you have your curl and your ruffle. And, oh, I did 2 whites in a row, but that's okay. I'll just skip that one. The Woodland Ruffle. I learned it by watching Lori Jacobs, Hardworking Mom, which I learned mostly everything I know from her by watching her. And I've started making wreaths back in 2018. Yes, 18. Lori is fantastic. She's really a great person. I like watching her videos. Okay, I'm going to go straight up here. Okay, there you go. I'm just going to fill in that one that I just skipped right over. Okay. This is what it's starting to look like, which you can see that there's big spaces here that we're going to have to fill. Oh, there I go. Going ahead of myself again. Where's my little clip? Here it is. Okay, so we have 2 more and then we're done the first row. And we're going to do a white now. One, two. Oh, clip. All right, ribbon, you're going to get your turn. Really wanted to be center of attention. You're going to have your sunshine. Okay. Yes, I'm talking to the ribbon. All right, there we go. And then we're going to just do the last one here. And then we'll start on the inside. Let's do 1, 2. So then we're just going to start on the inside row. And we're going to place our woodland ruffle inside here. And then we're just going to pull the sides up together so that, you know, they make a nice poof like that. Okay. Alrighty. All right. I'm going to put that over there. Nope. No ruffle yet. We're going to clip you and then turn you over. And then roll you twice. I said, ribbon, that you will have your chance. Okay. You're right after the mesh, I promise. Talking to the ribbon again. I'm a professional when I'm at work. So, oh yes, very professional. And then, let me just, am I doing the wrong color here? No, okay. Nope, looks like the curl came out. That's okay. Apparently, I know how to do this now. Okay. Okay, so all the ties have one in. So this is what it looks like so far. Pretty, huh? So I think I'm going to add a couple more because I do have 2 extra full pieces. So I'm just going to look where I feel like I need a piece. I feel like I need a piece right here. So I'm just going to put a tie. At this point, I'm just going to put it on the outside. Okay, and then I'm going to put a color one, pink and white, in between that one. I'm gonna put it long ways though, because I feel like it's gonna cover more if I put it long ways. Let me see what it looks like. I don't think I like it long ways. Let me try it just this way. Okay. No, yeah, I think I like it like that better. Okay, so I'm gonna put a piece there and the white piece possibly in here where this bare spot is. And I'm also going to use the khaki color, but I'm going to put this one on the inside. I'm going to pull up all the edges so it's nice and fluffy. Okay. Alright, so that's what we have so far. And then the next step is going to be the ribbon. So we're going to cut the ribbon 12 inches. So this is a 12-inch tail measure, and I'm going to use the 1.5-inch width. Actually, all of the ribbon are 1.5-inch width, just to make the 12-inch pieces of ribbon that we're going to put on our wreaths. So anyway, we have 18, was it 18? That was 16, and then we added the 2. So we have 18 ties. We have 4, we're going to have 2 in each. So 36, 4. And then we're going to dovetail the ribbon. We're going to cut from edge to point there. Okay, and then we're going to add to our wreath. And I'll show you how we're going to do that. We're going to do that to all of our ribbon after we cut them at 12 inches in length. So I'm just having a little bit of the wire peeking out. So I'm just going to push it. Usually you can push it back in. All right, so let's just double count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to take one off. Okay. Okay, so we have 2 more to go. Okay, so we have all the ribbon cut. So we're going to put, decided we were going to put these 2 together, and I'm going to put these 2 together. Okay. what you want to do is you want to take your two ribbon. You want to take your two ribbon, put them on top of each other, fold them in half. Okay, open them back up. Find the center. Pinch the center with your two fingers here, or your four fingers actually. 2 fingers and 2 thumbs. Okay, and then you're gonna take them and just slide your hands like that, so that it looks like a kind of like a bird, doesn't it? Okay, so careful of all of your ribbon because this will stick. And then we're just going to place it in one of the ties on the outside. And I'm going to tie it around a few times. And then pull them out on either side like that. Okay. And then we're going to take the other two. Fold them in half. Find the center, pinch the center. And then just pull the sides out on either side like that. And put it in the next tie. Twist it around about 3 times and pull them on out like that. I just love these ribbon. They're so cute, so spring, and just adorable. I got them on Craft Outlet. Okay. And then we're just going to keep going round and round until they're all filled in. And we have every tie has two ribbons. This was that one that we just put in to fill it in. Uh-oh. Just dropped one of my ribbons. Okay. It's okay. Okay, now we're going to the top or the inside. So we're going to have these ribbons coming like out this way. All right. And we might even change the ribbon on the outside. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what it looks like. Sometimes I like to pull them out straight and not curl them, depending on how the sign looks and the ribbon and the bow. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna make them come out this way. Okay, here we go. We're going to attach our signs. What I like to do first is I like to attach my business card to the back. That way people know who made it. Let it dry just a tad, and then ooh. Okay, so it already has 2 holes, one on the top, one on the bottom. So that's awesome. I'm going to take some wire. So I'm going to cut some wire. I'm just going to attach right in the center. Oh, it just attaches to everything. Let's see here. I'm just going to tighten the back up here. Okay, so we have our sign attached, looking so cute. And I'm going to add some flowers to it. I don't think I'm going to add a bow to this one. It just looks better without the bow. I think it's just the bow would be too much with this big sign we have. So I'm just going to add some flowers. And we're going to pull these sides out just a tad. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add the flowers to the wreath. Spring showers bring May flowers, so we have to have a lot of flowers in this wreath. Okay, so I have a melting pot over here. It is, let's see if I can get you to see it here. It's just a regular skillet that you can buy at Walmart for like 10 bucks. And then you just melt the glue inside. Just take the glue sticks, melt them down. And then when you're ready to put in some flowers, you can just dip them right in. So I have my glue on the bottom, and then I'm just going to place my flowers. I like to kind of eyeball it before I start gluing them down, only because, you know, it's kind of permanent. So I'm just going to take all of my yellow and I'm going to glue them down. There's one there, one there. I usually like to go in threes. It's more appealing to the eye. And I usually like to make a triangle. So I have a yellow daisy here, a yellow daisy here, and a yellow daisy here. And that makes my triangle. Push that in a little bit more. All right, so the next one's going to be the pink daisies. And I have 3 of those. And I'm just going to put them in. Sometimes you got a rough spot, like we can't get the flower in, and that's okay, because you just make it work. And if it doesn't, you just pull it out and put it somewhere else. They're very forgiving. Wreath making is a very forgiving craft. I don't think I want that one there. That's too close to the other. So let me just put this one up here. Get some more glue on that. So I'm going to put the pink daisies like this. It's a triangle and there's 3. So that's how I like to place my flowers. That's just one technique you can do. Kind of pushing it down in there. It is a kind of little bit long, so I'm just going to cut it down some. There we go, much better. After we place all the flowers, I'm going to show you how to fix your ribbon, because the ribbon is going to be going all over the place from gluing these in. All right, there. That looks pretty there. Little iris, purple iris. I'm going to put this one over here. All right, I got some daffodils. How many do I have here? I got 1, 2, 3, 4. They're smaller ones, so I have some more to place throughout the wreath here. I'm gonna make this wreath full of flowers, because that is what spring's about. Beautiful flowers. Everything comes back to life, and all right, I'm just going to put these little daffodils throughout. I think that looks pretty out there. We don't want all of our flowers to be the same length around. We want some sticking out a little bit, giving it in some interest. Okay, so we're going to go to pink, one of my favorite colors. So we have these beautiful pink flowers. Aren't they so pretty? So we're just going to scatter them here and there, wherever there needs to be a flower. So I'm just going to put that one there, kind of like growing wild there. I'm going to cut this one down some. I want another one coming out wildly. Look right there. All right, I'm going to put one of those pretty flowers down in here. Kind of like bent inward. There we go. And maybe like up in here. That's good. That's perfect. Go down a little bit more. Perfect. All right, it's starting to come alive now with the flowers. I do have another yellow daisy to put in. Let's see, how many did I have? 1, 2, 3. So I have 4 daisies, and it's okay. Just throw her in there. I'm going to put this one here. Without covering, you know, any of the sign words, because we don't want to cover the sign. I want to see the sign. It's so pretty. Okay, so now I have these last bit of flowers to put in, and they're like a little purpley and green, like a filler. And you can just move your flowers around too. Kind of, you know, play around with each stem, move it around, pull on your little flowers just to try to make it a little more realistic looking. All right, so these ones are going to be taller, so I'm just going to place them in first just to see, get an idea of how I want them to look, and then I'm going to glue them down. I feel like, okay, there we go. Perfect. I think I may put, I'm going to put a bigger bush down this end because I have a bigger bush on that end. I just feel like it's going to balance a little bit better. Okay. So I have a sort of a bigger bush up there, and then I have these smaller pieces here. So I'm going to put this one here, so it's kind of diagonal, kind of has a flow going. And then these are kind of like statuses. I think that's what these are, little purple statuses. And then I'm going to add the smaller pieces. I am going to fix this one, this daffodil. I don't like it there. I'm going to pull that out. Okay. Trying to see where I want these. If I want them to be there and then down here. Okay, so I have that piece sticking out there, and then this one kind of sticking out there. I think I like that. I like the way that looks. Okay, so we're going to glue them in. Gonna glue them in. And have fun with your wreath too. Like, don't make it serious. This is, you know, this is a craft. This is something that you're supposed to enjoy. And it can be extremely enjoyable. Don't get frustrated. Give yourself a break. Make your creativity come alive. So I have all of my stems glued in. Okay, so this is the final cut here. So this wreath in particular isn't going to have a bow because it's so large. The sign is so large. It doesn't need a bow. It has its beautiful flowers. I'm going to go over and take some photos of it. Make sure that you subscribe if you're interested in seeing future videos. And happy spring!